Imagine reaching the absolute highest point in Britain, fighting through freezing fog and brutal winds, only to realize the casual hiker pushing through the storm right next to you is the future Queen of England. No massive media circus, no flashing police escorts, and no royal entourage to clear the pass. Just pure grit, heavy breathing, and a secret mission that has completely captured the world's attention. Just days ago, Princess Catherine did the unthinkable, silently slipping away from the comfort of the palace to take on the most grueling endurance test in the United Kingdom. And what happened when unsuspecting onlookers realized who she was has left the public completely stunned. For months, the public has watched every single move of the Princess of Wales, looking for any sign of how she was truly holding up after her private health battles. But nobody saw this coming. Over a single weekend, she became the first member of the royal family in history to attempt and complete the National Three Peaks Challenge. This isn't a casual stroll through the countryside. It is a brutal, relentless race against the clock to conquer the highest mountains in Scotland, England, and Wales, all within a strict 24-hour window. Rumors online suggest that the palace was terrified of the physical toll this would take on her, keeping the entire expedition under total wraps until she was already on the mountainside. The shockwave started near the summit of Ben Nevis when an ordinary hiker named Jackie Long suddenly recognized the familiar face hidden beneath heavy outdoor gear. Reports claim he was left completely speechless, unable to comprehend why the future queen was scaling a mountain alongside regular tourists. But instead of brushing past with security, Catherine stopped, casually asking if he had made it to the top, congratulating him with a smile, and pushing forward into the harsh terrain. This immediate lack of pretense is exactly why the internet is exploding with admiration right now. She wasn't there for a photo opportunity. She was testing the absolute limits of her own resilience. To truly understand why millions are reacting this way, you have to look at what this challenge actually demands. We are talking about a 23-mile trek, over 3,000 meters of vertical ascent, and a frantic 462-mile journey by road connecting the peaks. Doing this requires peak physical conditioning, leading many online to speculate about the intense, secretive training regimen she must have undertaken behind palace doors just to prepare. For someone who recently stepped back from public life to face a serious illness, stepping directly onto the most rugged landscapes in Britain is the ultimate declaration of strength. It shows the world that she is not just recovering, she is thriving. But it was a brief, unscripted moment on Scotland's highest peak that truly broke the internet. As Catherine was battling her way up Ben Nevis, she crossed paths with 11-year-old Ted Haslam. Ted is a symbol of defiance himself, having faced a brutal health battle at just 3 years old that left him paralyzed due to an aggressive spinal growth. Yet there he was, being pushed and carried in a specialized wheelchair by a dedicated team, fighting his way up the exact same mountain. The princess immediately stopped her own race against the clock to crouch down, look him in the eyes, and praise his unbelievable spirit. Insiders later revealed that she didn't just walk away from that encounter, she quietly tracked down his fundraising page back online and made a massive personal donation, leaving a deeply moving message of support. As the clock ticked down, the physical toll began to set in. After conquering Ben Nevis, she had to endure hours of travel before immediately tackling Scafell Pike in England, followed by a final, exhausting race up Swaddon in Wales. Driving rain, slippery rocks, and heavy fatigue would cause most people to break, but eyewitnesses noted she maintained a relentless pace. When she finally crossed the finish line on Sunday evening, bruised and exhausted, Prince William and her 3 children were waiting at the base to pull her into a massive embrace. The palace later released a rare, deeply personal message from Catherine, where she noted that healing is not just about fixing what is wrong, but about finding balance between effort and acceptance. This historic feat didn't just raise massive support for cancer care, it showed the world a completely different side of royalty, one defined by sweat, mud, and undeniable courage.